Good evening. Good evening. This is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated. I am known as your procrastination strategist, behavior change expert, where I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastination. Stop procrastinating and to get your dreams out of your head into your life. I am super excited to be here on tonight. When you come on, just let me know where you're from, where you're tuning in from. We are going to get this party started. Super excited to be here. Go ahead and hit the share button. Go ahead and invite someone, and we're going to get this party started. Let me know where you are tuning in from, and if you will invite, go ahead and share this live feed with someone. So you see what the title is. Making a decision is the hardest part. Making a decision is the hardest part. It is the hardest part. And so tonight we're going to break down after we make that decision, right? After we make that decision, we're going to break it down. We're going to break it down. So go ahead, invite, go ahead and share, and go ahead and let somebody know that we are live, because we're going to break down decision after a decision is made. I really wish I could see I can see your comments and everything. Go ahead and, if you will, just drop your name in the comments so that I am able to see you and everything. You know, this StreamYard thing is fairly new to me, but I want to be able to see, you know, see you, where I'm able to interact with you. And I am also live on my page, right? And so super excited, and I hope you are excited. We're getting ready to get this party started. Go ahead and let someone know that we are here. We are here. We are here. So we're going to yeah, I'm trying to see. I can't see any comments, but anyway, make your comments. Can't post. Okay. Anyway, we'll work on that at a later date, another time, another day. So anyway, I hope that you have had an amazing weekend. We know that the weekend is coming to a close, and we're getting ready to get started with the first day of the second month into this new year. Have not the time flown by? It has just went by. That lets you know that time is not going to wait on anyone. So we want to talk about, you know, what to do after you make a decision. What is it that one should do after making a decision, right? And so when you think about what a person should do after they make a decision, there are some things that should be done. Good evening, Princess. Thank you so much for joining. I'm trying to look on two different devices because I cannot see you on this screen. And so I'm so glad to have you here. So if I am not addressing you when you come on, it would be better if you would put if you put something in the comments, then I can see. I don't want to do that. If you put something in the comments, I don't want that to happen. No, I don't want to do that. Hold on. Hold on. We just gonna close that out. We're not gonna. Oh, we're gonna close that out and not allow that to be an interruption. But anyway, so we're gonna break this thing down. Go ahead and invite and share and let someone know that we're here tonight. So we're gonna break down the word decision. And we know that making a decision is the hardest part. Once we make a decision, there are some things that we have to do. They're not all the things that we have to do, but this is some of the things that we could do. Not that we have to, but some things that we could do. So once we make a decision, we're going to break down decision. We're going to break it down as the DECISION. And I think this is misspelled on here, and we will get that fixed let's see if we can get that fixed. Let's see if we can get that fixed, because that's bothered me sitting there like that. Let's see what we can do. Let's get it fixed. Oh, come on, work with me. Can you work with me? Can you work with me? Yes. Let's see. Did we make that happen? And yes, that makes me feel a little bit better. So making the decision is the hardest part. Making the decision is the hardest part. So we want to break that down, just give you some nuggets after you make a decision, some of the things that you could do next. So these are some of the things that I do once I make a decision to do the thing. Once I decide to do the thing, these are some of the things that I do. So are you ready? I hope you have some pencil and paper. It's going to be short. It's going to be short. It's not going to be something, something that you probably have not heard before. But, sometimes it's the simple things. It's the things that we've heard before that we forgot. It's the things that, we've seen before that we forgot. And so it may not be nothing big. But sometimes we need memory joggers. Sometimes we need to just bring something to our remembrance, because when you are in the middle of doing a thing, a lot of times when you're in the middle of doing a thing, the simplest things you can't remember. It's just like when you're in an emergency, a lot of people cannot remember 911. When a person is in an emergency, a lot of times a person cannot remember 911. So it's not that it's hard, it's just the things that you have to deal with while you're dealing with the thing. So we want to break down some of the things that I do once I make a decision. And so the first thing that you could do is, after you make a decision, you want to be dedicated. After you make a decision, you want to be dedicated. Why is it that you need to be dedicated? Because one, it took you a while to come to the conclusion of the decision, first of all, right? And then you want to be dedicated because I know we're in this microwave age. We into instant gratification. We're into, needing a right now answer, a right now response, a right now result. And so we have to be dedicated. And when we are dedicated to the decision that we have made, we will put in a little bit more effort. We will persevere more. We will not give up when the road get a little tough, because we have been dedicated. We have dedicated ourselves to the thing. So after we make a decision, we have to decide that, one, we're going to be dedicated to it. We're going to give it the ample amount of time. We're going to thank you so much for sharing, Nikita, on this thing. I can't hardly see, and I'm not going to keep saying that because that just sounds like an excuse. But anyway, I can't. But I can see you on my other device. I can see, well, somewhat on other device. I hit my finger earlier, and it really did hurt. But anyway, I'm not going to get distracted on that. So when you make a decision, you want to be dedicated to the decision. You want to be dedicated to the decision. So you want to be dedicated to the decision. That is the D. And then the E, when you make a decision, the E is you want to explore. You want to explore the things that will make you stay dedicated. Sometimes we can get so closed in and so boxed in. And I always think, I really hurt my finger, y'all. I mean, it's really hurting and it's swelling up. But anyway, you want to explore. You want to explore. I believe that exploration is your expansion. When you see things, when you explore things, when you experience things, it gives you a better idea. It gives you a bigger. It gives you the thing that you desire, that you need in order to stay dedicated. When we're able to see When we're able to see a bigger picture, when we're able to see a bigger picture, it gives us drive, right? It gives us drive. So we want to explore. We want to explore. We want to explore the possibilities of the decision that we have made. We do not want to box ourselves in and think that the decision that we made, that it has to be small. We have to play small, but we can play big. So we want to first, when we first make a decision, we want to make the decision to be dedicated. And then number two, we want to make the decision to explore. We want to explore because exploring will help you expand. Exploring would help you expand. Exploring will let you see that it's possible. It opens up your mind's eye. It opens up additional doors. So you want to explore, right? And then you want to, you want to concentrate. You want to be dedicated. You want to explore. And you want to concentrate. And what I mean about concentrate, what do you mean, coach, when you talk about concentration? You want to concentrate. You want to be focused. You do not want your attention to be drawn in all these different places, doing all these different things. You know, last night as we was preparing for tonight, you know, we kind of talked about, are you constantly changing and resetting goals because you did not hit the last one? Are you constantly creating new goals because you didn't hit the old ones? And the reason you're creating new goals because you didn't hit the old ones, because you're not concentrating, you're not focused, you're not dedicated. You haven't explored it enough to say that I am going to stick with this thing until I win. I am going to stick with this thing until I get to where I want to be. I am going to stick to this thing until I see the outcome that until I see the outcome that I am seeking for, until I see the outcome that I am searching for. So when we make a decision, we want to be dedicated, right? We want to explore, right? And then we want to concentrate. We want to concentrate. We want to put in the time. We want to concentrate. We do not want to allow everybody and everything to pull our attention into a different direction. So you got to be focused. You got to concentrate. You got to know that you want this thing more than you want anything else. You got to know that you have to be dedicated, that you have to explore, that you have to look around, that you have to be ready to get out of your comfort zone. You got to be ready to do the things that you are not used to doing. And then when we get to our first I, you want to investigate. You want to investigate. You want to investigate. You want to investigate and research, right? You don't want to just come up with a thing, make a decision, spend time exploring, and say you're going to be dedicated and concentrate, and you do not investigate. You want to investigate. You want to see what is possible for you. You want to make sure that that this thing is not just a pipe dream, that is not possible. You want to investigate the possibility. It doesn't have to be like somebody else, but you got to know that it's possible, right? And I know sometimes we'll say that we have to, if it haven't been done before, be the first one, all this and that. But we know also that there is nothing new under the sun. So there is something out there similar to what you're trying to do. There's something out there similar to what you want to do. There's something out there similar to what you are seeking to do. So you have to do some investigating. You have to do some research. See, sometimes research could be, reading, and sometimes research could be, honing in on the skill that is necessary for you to do the thing. It's nothing wrong with having to learn something to do the thing. I don't know what the thing is for you, right? I don't know what the thing is for you, but whatever the thing is for you, you need to do some investigation. You need to do some research. You need to look into it, right? You need to look into it. So we're going to do a little recap real quick. We want to first dedicate. We want to be dedicated. We want to dedicate ourselves. We want to dedicate some of our funds. We want to dedicate some of our time. We want to dedicate some of our resources. We want to be dedicated to the decision that we have made, right? And then we want to explore. We want to explore, because when we explore, because see, exploring to me is a little bit different than investigating. When you explore, you don't have to really go do nothing to see something, right? Sometimes you can go into a different neighborhood. Sometimes you can go into a different city. Sometimes you can go into a different place. And when you explore, you will see what is possible, right? And then you want to concentrate. You want to focus. You want to focus on the decision that you have made. You want to focus on the things that are necessary in order for you to achieve the thing that you want to do, right? And then you want to investigate. You want to do some research. You want to see, is this thing worth doing? Is it possible? Is there a need? You may be the first one to come up with it, but is somebody going to use it? Does somebody want it? Is it solving somebody's problem? If the thing that you are deciding to do and it solves somebody else's problem, go for it. But there's nothing like having a thing that you like that don't nobody want. But there's another thing, having something that everybody want, that you may not think much about it other than you saw the need. And in order for you to really see the need, in order for you to see the need and desire to solve the problem, you thought more about it than you realized. So you want to investigate and do some research. And then the S is you got to strategize. Come up with a strategy. Come up with your strategy. What are you going to do? What do you need to do? What do you need to do to get from point A to point B to point C to point D? You got it. What are you going to do? We have to have a strategy. We have to stop just throwing spaghetti up against the wall and expecting for it to stick. We need a plan. We need a plan. We need a plan to do the thing. We need a plan to do the thing. We're dedicated. We are exploring. We're concentrating, right? We have investigated. We have done our research. Now we're getting ready to come up with a strategy. We're coming up with a strategy to do the thing. And then the second I, you're going to implement. You're going to implement, because you have to execute. You have to execute the plan, the research. You have to execute the idea. You have to execute. And that's when you're going to see your outcome. That's when you're going to see a difference. That's when you're going to see a change. That's when you're going to see production. That's when you're going to see value. And that's when you're going to see your income go to the next level, right? Listen. You got to be dedicated. You got to explore. You got to concentrate. You got to investigate. You have to have a strategy. And then you got to implement it. You got to implement it. You got to implement it. You got to put the thing into action. Action speaks volume. You don't have to talk about the thing. You got to do the thing. It's not about how much you say. It's about how much you do. You have to do the thing. Are you excited? I'm excited, and I wish I can see you. And I don't want to keep opening up this other device and making it make all this noise in the background. Even as I continue to try to massage my finger because it's swelling up. I hit it with the banner. The banner fell down, and I didn't realize that it had busted on top of my knuckle. But it's sore. It hurts. But anyway, we'll work on that after this. So then, the O, you want to observe your progress. You want to observe your progress. You're dedicated. You have explored. You're concentrating. You've done some investigations and research. You have a strategy. You're implementing. Now you want to observe your progress. Why is it important, Coach O, for me to observe my progress? I'll tell you, I'm so glad that you asked, because you don't want to keep doing a thing that's not working. You don't want to make more of a product that somebody is not buying. You do not want to keep on implementing something that is not even needed, necessary, wanted, and it is not helping anybody. So you want to observe your progress. Where are you? And even if it's not a product of or a service, it may be a decision that you have made that you're going to do something with your life. You're going to lose weight. You're going to, change your behavior. You're going to create a new habit. I don't care what it is. It don't have to be that you're in business. This can be for you personally. This can be a spiritual goal. This can be a physical goal. This can be a relationship goal. This can be a financial goal. I don't know what it is for you, but you can follow these same steps in whatever it is for you, right? But you want to observe your progress. You don't want to keep losing in a losing battle. You don't want to stay in a relationship where you're wasting time, where in the end, even at the end of the additional time that you put into it, it got no further than it was when you first said, this ain't working. Why would we keep on putting time into this? And we're going to put in another 10 years. And then we knew from the last 10 years that it wasn't going to work. It still didn't work. It's not working in between, but we stay stuck in a thing. And instead of us saying, so you have to evaluate, you have to observe, you have to look into it. You have to know what it is that is not working. It's important to know your numbers. If you're trying to lose weight, know your numbers. And if the scale is not important, know your numbers. It can be your clothes size. It can be your calorie intake. It can be how many ounces of water you're drinking. It can be all these different sorts of types of things. So I'm going to put a plug in here, right here. I'm going to put a plug in here. So what we're getting ready to do, we're getting ready to do the BBB challenge. It's about your business, your body, and your bank account. And we're starting the challenge. It's at no cost. It'll be for 5 days, February the 8th through the 12th, 5:30 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. We will be, in a live setting where we're going to drop some nuggets. We're going to move our body and we're going to do the thing and get ready for our work week. Yes. So you have to register for that. The link will be dropped. The link will be dropped after this video. The link will be dropped after this video. So we're going to go back into what we were saying. You got to observe your progress. You got to know your numbers. You got to know your numbers. If you have an income goal, and you don't know how much it's going to take in order for you to get it. If you sell a product, let's go through an example really quick. Just say that you have an income goal of $10,000 a month, right? And just say you have a program that you sell for $1,000 a month. You need to have 10 students, 10 clients, 10 customers, or 10 whatever that you're selling to sell your program at $1,000. You need 10 to make $10,000 a month, right? But what if you're selling books? Now, if you got a smaller ticket item, that it's going to take a lot more to do that. If you're selling books at $20 and you're trying to get to 10,000, you know how many books that is. Do you know how many books that is? That's probably about 500 books or something. How many books is that to get to $10,000? Let's do the math. At 20, yes, my math was good. My math was good. 500 books at $20. So do you think that you're going to sell 500 books in 30 days? So if you know that that is an impossible goal, you got to do something different. And it really opens up your eyes when you are observing your progress, because you know what's working, what's not working. You know how far you have come. And so I don't care what product or service you are. Don't just be selling things and don't just be offering stuff and you don't have any numbers behind it. You want to make sure. You want to make sure and you're sure that you're sure. Don't just hope that you made it at the end. You want to break down your numbers. That are some of the things that's some things we're going to do. That's some things what we're doing in the new, in the next level living program, right? In the next level living program, we're breaking those things down so you would know exactly what you need to do to get your goal. Do you know, making money is not hard. Making a decision is hard. That's the hardest part. Making money is not hard. It's making a decision to make money that is hard. So let's get to the end. The end. When you make a decision to do a thing, the N stands for network. You got to be willing to network. When you're trying to do something by yourself, you're not going to get far, and you're not going to do much. Not to say you're not going to do something, because you can do something by yourself, but you won't do a lot. You're limited. You only have 2 hands. You only have 2 feet. You are not all knowing. You are not all being, and you cannot be everywhere at the same time. So you want to be dedicated. You want to explore. You want to concentrate. You want to investigate, research. You want to have a strategy, implement. You want to observe your progress, and then you want to network. You got it? That's what you got to do. Those are the things that you got to do, because see, there is somebody out there that may know something that you don't know. There's somebody out there that can do something that you can't do. That's why all the time you cannot use DIY. We try to do everything ourselves, and it's putting us behind. We try to escape investing in our business, in ourselves, in our personal development, and it's putting us behind. It's keeping us behind. It's lagging us behind. It's slowing us up. It's slowing up our progress, and it keeps us constantly changing our goals, because we're not hitting the target, because we're not aiming at anything, because we don't have the things in order. So for those that are just getting on here, we're getting ready to get out of here. We broke down decision, the things that you could do after you make a decision. Not saying you have to do these things. These are some of the things that Coach O do. So the things that you could do. The things that you could do when you make a decision, you become dedicated, you explore, you concentrate, you're very focused. You got to have laser focus so you won't quit when the road get tough, when it get hard, when people don't support you, when you don't see the progress, when you would, that you will stick and that you will stay. You want to have a strategy, and then you want to implement it. You want to observe your progress so you won't keep doing things that are not working. And then you want to network. Yeah, you want to network. Super excited. So these are some of the things. These are the programs. These are some of the program types that we're going to be coming to you with. These are some of the nuggets that we're coming to you with. We're going to share with you a little of the things that we're doing in Next Level Living, coaching and everything. But these are some of the things that we're working on in 2021. Look, if you're new to me, this is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated. I am known as your procrastination strategist, your behavior change expert. I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and to get your dreams out of your head into your life. If you have not registered for the BBB challenge, we're going to work on your body, your business, and your bank account. It's going to be small snippets. We're going to do everything in 30 minutes. We're going to talk about, your water intake. We're going to move our bodies. We're going to do this thing, and we're going to be ready. Do you know that when you change your state, it'll change your day? It can change your life. It can change your business. It can change your relationship. It can change your account. We're going to talk about those things. I'm super excited, and I hope that you have an amazing day. So just a recap, last recap. Decision. Making the decision is the hardest part. Making the decision is the hardest part. Making money is not hard. It's making the decision to make money is the hardest part. You got to decide. You got to decide that you're going to do the thing. You got to decide. So we're going to do this really quick recap, because we're off the air at the 30-minute mark. And so decision, be dedicated, explore, concentrate, investigate, have a strategy, implement, observe your progress, and network. All you have to do is know 5 people to know anybody in the world. Know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, and you can know anybody. So again, if you're new to me, this is your girl, Coach O, and I pray that you have had an amazing day, and that I have said something to get you moving after you have made the decision. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.